Okay, you guys. I was so impressed by this book, but at the same time I wasn't, because I know Jessa Hastings is never going to disappoint. She's become one of my favorite authors, if not like my favorite author. After reading the Magnolia Parks series, I just knew I was done for. I just knew. I was like, great. Another author that I'm going to have to buy like all her books. Literally. But here is the book. I feel like this cover of hers might be very controversial, as well as her Daisy Hates, the first Daisy Hates book, because it has like Jesus on the cross. This is the cover. This is the book, The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. This is the spine. This is the back. So cool, right? And then, interestingly enough, the pages are like that. Do you know what I mean? And then this is how the chapters look. Her font is always big, it seems. Actually, not for Daisy Hates. It's actually pretty small. So this is how it looks on the inside. I feel like all book reviewers need to do this, because I hate not knowing what the inside of a book looks like. You know, like the pages, the font, the color of the page. So don't even try getting me in trouble for this, because everyone should know exactly, like at least 2 pages of like what it looks like. I know it's mirrored because I look like a psycho when it's not mirrored, the camera. So I have to have it mirrored. And so for those of you that keep telling me to reverse mirror or whatever the hell my camera, I'm not going to do it. And it's only because I have the phone camera. But if I was filming on my actual like digital camera, then there wouldn't be an issue, because it'd be just, you know, I haven't used that in a while to post the videos, because it takes so long to upload. And with this, I can just upload it into YouTube very, very easily. So I think the story, I'm going to spoil it, obviously. So if you don't want spoilers, don't watch. I think the story was good. I don't think it was like amazing. Like it just feels like, it doesn't feel like a special story. I don't mean that in a bad way, but it doesn't feel like a special story. It just feels like a story that you've probably already seen, kind of like in a movie, or like read a book about, something like this, you know. Where she excels is the writing. And I know that sounds very generalistic, but if you've read the book and if you've read Jessa's writing, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She is like the metaphorical queen. She writes lyrically, and I guess you would say like a little bit of prose. I don't know if you would go as far as saying that she writes prose, but her metaphors and her characters, where she excels the most is her description of characters, and the characters is feelings, expressions, sense of style, their look, their aesthetic. She just knows how to do that very, very, very authentically well, and like true to herself and like her writing style. And so I was just so impressed. I know a lot of people say Sam, the guy that Georgia falls in love with. I know Sam is probably not the best character. He's definitely no BJ Valentine. But I think he's fine. Like, I think he's good. I don't think he's at BJ's level, obviously, but I think he's, you know, good enough. And, oh, before I forget, because I feel like I will forget, I swear to you, I swear to you, this takes place in the Magnolia Parks universe. Do you know why? Because the name Julian and the name Henry were mentioned, and there's a mafia related character in this book. Did you guys catch that? And I know, let me tell you, being a writer myself, we do not do things by accident like that. No. And it takes place in London. Well, it doesn't take place in London. She's from London. But the story takes place in South Carolina. Yeah, that's, sorry, that noise is the dog. If you hear a scratching or something, that's the dog outside. I'm not dumb. I know exactly what she was doing. This is totally part of the Magnolia Parks universe, just like off-branched. And I feel like Georgia would know Magnolia. And I feel like they would be besties. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. Okay, so the main character is Georgia. Georgia is very... I've never read a character like her before because she uses so much terminology of like micro expressions. I forgot what field it is, like psychology, or I forgot what field it was exactly that this is a part of, but she defines like the slight curve of the upper lip or like the bottom lip to like a tilt or something like that. Like micro expressions, she like labels them, like they're like identifiers, like AU24 or AU like 16, something like that. Like she would say that throughout the whole book, not a million times, but like significantly enough. But then like right after, she'll sometimes explain what that number means. And it's because she's very, very, very acutely aware of everyone's micro expressions and like body signals. I forgot what the other word was that she used. I really wanted to do the review as soon as I finished it because it was fresh in my brain, but I like the words and everything, but like it's fine, whatever. I finished reading that one like 2 weeks ago by now. So I'm like 2 other books in right now. Sorry, I saw a bug. Thought I saw a bug. So basically, the story is Georgia has a ton of siblings. One of them is named Oliver, her and Oliver are kind of like besties. Don't worry. They always do that on the street, like always the street. She has a gay brother named Oliver, and he's younger. And she has a lot of siblings, okay? She calls her and her gay brother the adjectives, and the other siblings that the parents actually care for are called the nouns. So that's really fucked up. But there is just so much to touch on, you guys. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna forget a lot, but I really want to talk about this book because I loved it so much. I feel like this is a book that I would like reread later, maybe in like 10, 15 years, and be like, wow, like I see this book completely different reading it like much later in life, you know? Like how I did with the Match trilogy, like very different reading it like 13, 14 years later. Very different experience. It's crazy how that works. Like so weird. It just shows how much you've grown, right? Mentally and psychologically. Okay. Sorry. 9-minute mark and I'm barely getting to what the story's about. Jesus. Okay. Georgia has a younger brother named Oliver, and he's gay. Yes, that is very important, as you will see. And she has a sister, I think she's older, Marianne. Is it Marianne? Marianne, I think it's Marianne. And then she has another brother named Tennyson, who's older than her. And then I forgot what the other siblings' names were, but I think those were the only siblings, actually. I think that was it. Yeah. I think Marianne and Tennyson were the nouns, and then Georgia and Oliver were the adjectives. Okay. Those are the less important ones, right? Their father dies, okay? So they all have to go back to South Carolina together. They all haven't seen each other in a while, but I think Marianne and Tennyson frequent each other. I don't remember, but I think they're closer with one another. Marianne is a total conniving bleep and literally like hates her sister's guts. Flashback. This is so sad, you guys. This is so sad. Trigger warning. Like big trigger warning. You know what? I can't even say the word. It's gonna get flagged. I already know it. Don't worry. F1's going on outside my house. Don't worry. You guys, I can't even say the word because it's gonna get flagged. Okay. When she was like 14 years old, oh my God, it's giving like Binding 13. Like what? Okay. It's so weird because I read this after Binding 13. Ooh. When Georgia was 14 years old, her sister's boyfriend, I forgot his name. It doesn't fucking matter. He's a loser. Her sister's boyfriend did, you know what, without her consent, to her repeatedly. Many times, actually. And she would get caught by her sister, and her sister wouldn't do anything. She would just see what's going on between them in the moment and just walk out. Apparently, her sister claims that it looked like she was enjoying herself, which was not the case. So that's why she didn't do anything. But she did use it as a way to bully her sister in school and gain notoriety from bullying her sister because of said circumstance. Does that make sense? So she was kind of being a popular girl from bullying Georgia for getting it on with her boyfriend, her sister's boyfriend. Anyways, so it went on for like a full year, I think, or more. And he did this to her repeatedly. And fast forward to the current moment, current present time, he tells her that he was under the impression that she didn't mind because she would ORGA, and then you know the word. I cannot, you guys. I want to cry right now. Oh my God. It's just like, ooh. It's just like, what is going on in these books, you guys? I think it's like a part of me wonders if it's like based off of like real life experience. I hope not, but okay, I can't let it sit with me anymore. It's just like a heavy thing, you know, that no one should go through that, you guys. This is why I'm scared to read My Dark Vanessa, but like I really want to read it. I feel like I'll like the book. Fuck. So yeah, that happened. So back to the present moment. Yeah. And her older brother got into a fist fight with that douchebag in the present moment, only in the present moment, because he never knew that this was happening. So stupid. But at least the guy got his ass whooped, almost killed, but whatever. And then, oh my God, he's really trying to come inside. It's a dog. Sorry, you guys. I just didn't want him bothering me in case he wanted to like bother me during the video, but it's okay. It's nice and fresh outside. Okay. So her sister bullies her from that. Her sister's a total B word. Like, so, just like, so nasty and just like I don't want to say for no reason, but like kind of for no reason. If you've read the book, you know what I mean. Like, I can say that, okay? Get over it. If you don't know what I mean, you read the book, okay? And then you'll see that's justified, what I'm saying about her sister. So this is very interesting. So Oliver has a drinking problem. He's like part of Alcoholics Anonymous, or what is it called? AA? Yeah, that. And he brings his sponsor. His name is Sam. And Sam, of course, just happens to be the most beautiful man on the planet, according to Georgia, and according to everyone else, actually. He's just perfect. And who did I picture Sam as? Because the thing about me, you guys, is it's really weird. I really like it, though. For the most part, okay, maybe like 90%. Maybe higher. Any book I read, I usually know what the character looks like without any information. It's really weird. I don't know if I'm like psychically tapping into like the energy field or like the mind of the author and like the story itself, but I usually know what the character looks like. Very, very few books, but it's happened to me. Very, very few books, I have no idea what the characters look like, and it's like really weird. But Sam to me, oh yes, I know who Sam looked like to me. I don't have my iPad right now to show you, but just search up Jacob Atwood. I don't even know, those are not my dogs, those are like the neighbor's dogs. I don't even know if I don't even know if the character description matches the same. I don't remember if Sam is like blonde or like curly haired or straight haired, whatever. But the person that came to mind the entire time in the story, just like psychically, as Sam, was Jacob Atwood. And I already have Jacob Atwood before even reading the story for my story for one of the characters. So don't even try it. But like, who wouldn't want him in your book? Like, hello, just Google him, follow his Instagram or whatever. Or don't follow his Instagram. Like, I don't want, never mind. Forget I said that. Just Google him, okay? I don't want to be the fault of like someone getting spammed. But he's like really, really pretty. That's who I pictured as Sam. Anyways, that's who I pictured as Sam. Georgia, honestly, I just pictured the girl on the cover, really. Because that's obviously Georgia. And so basically, I just see this very much as like a movie. Oh my God, can the dog stop barking? Like, please. I'm trying to film a video. It's literally 10 p.m. at night, and I'm trying to film a video, and there's dogs barking outside. They're like just barking at each other. Okay, so 20 minutes in, and I still haven't gotten to the point of the book. Wow, this is the first, you guys. Sorry. Honestly, it's because I really, really enjoyed it. And I read books pretty fast. Not that I'm speed reading, because I don't do that. I really only did that for A Court of Thorns and Roses because I wanted to get to the second book. Honestly, I don't really speed read, you guys. Like, I read at a normal pace, but it's like a little bit faster, like a tiny bit faster than your normal pace. But I read The Conditions of Will like pretty slowly, and it still took me like a week to read it. because I read it pretty slowly. I just didn't want it to end. I honestly kind of wish there was a second book, but there is no reason for there to be a second book. It's just like her writing that I love. Like, I missed it so much. Like, where is the next Stacey Hayes book? It's been forever, it feels like. You guys, I'm going crazy. I need that next Daisy Hates book and then the next Daisy Hates book. Okay, so I'm getting so sidetracked. Oh my God. The father dies. They all have to reunite. It's very difficult and very troubling for them all to reunite. He's like throwing himself at the door. For them to reunite because they all like were separated for a while. So the reason why this was so important for me to tell you the fact that she was getting SA'd by her sister's boyfriend was because the reason she flew out to London, the reason Georgia lives in London is because her mom, mainly her mom and her dad, really. Her mom and her dad kicked her out, basically. They told her that she was being a SLU, that word, that derogatory word. And so, because they were under the impression that she was hooking up with her sister's boyfriend, like willingly, not against her will. And she never told anyone. She never told anyone. You guys, I cannot with this. I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna explode one day when doing one of these reviews, because I just can't handle the emotional instability of the container that they're holding all of this in. I just can't. It's too much for me. So anyways, that's why it's important for me to tell you that. But also because it's so important for me to tell you that to begin with. And so, of course, Georgia falls in love with Sam. They start hooking up on the side. Obviously, Oliver is a handsome, pretty boy. I don't know who I picture him as, actually. I don't know what actor I picture him as. But he's gay. Obviously, he loves Sam because Sam is a Greek god. And her sister doesn't feel bad for hooking up with him because Sam is straight. And shit hits the fan when they go to the meeting where the guy reads the will of the dad. And this is what happened. So let me backtrack a little bit. When the grandpa, not the dad, when the grandpa died years ago or whatever, when the grandpa died, he gave $3.8 million each to the siblings, except Oliver, the gay sibling, because he did not agree with his identity. Oliver does not know this, but none of the other siblings wanted to share they didn't want to divide the three of them up to give enough to Oliver so he can have his own share of it. So Georgia, being the great sibling that she is to Oliver, since they're the closest ones to each other, gave 1.8 or whatever the math is, half of it to Oliver, and she kept the other half. And Oliver still doesn't know this. How horrible. Oh my God, these siblings, I can't. You already have $3 million, okay? Give 1.5 each of you, or I don't even know what the math is right now. Give some of that to the brother that got zero. Because he's gay and the grandpa hated him for that. Give me a damn break, okay? Get off of your high horse and give your brother, literally your blood brother, the money, okay? And leave him alone. You'll never have to bother. You'll never have to handle it. Handle him. Just leave it alone. Anyways, so I think because of that, Oliver became a druggy alcoholic. So sad and unfortunate. But honestly, even money, even all that wealth could not help solve all their problems. But unfortunately, even though it can solve most of them. But so that's what happened, okay? So that's very important for you to know. When the dad died at his will, you don't find out about this till the end of the book, but he gave, it made me cry, honestly. That's a dog. He gave Oliver his entire inheritance. That is so sweet. But even the dad didn't agree. Even the dad didn't agree with him being gay. And are you guys ready for me to give you the huge spoiler? I'm trying to make the long story into like as short as possible. I know I'm like not doing the best, but just bear with me. They found out through the will. Yeah, the dad was giving away like this yacht and this tiny property and this here to this person and this here to this person, to the mom, blah, 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 all this stuff, right? He gave a lake house to someone named Alexis, and then I forgot their last name. Immediately you're thinking it's a girl, right? No, it wasn't. They go all the way to Louisiana. Long story short, you can read the book, you guys. Read the book. Please, it's so good. Please, I'm like shaking. Please read the book. It's so good. I love it so much. No, it's not better than Magnolia Parks, but it is. It's like second place to it. Honestly, it's so good. I want to read it again. Honestly, it's so good. I loved it. Like, oh my God, I'm never getting rid of this. Are you kidding me? I'm never getting rid of that book. Oh my God, he's like crying now. Okay, stop. I need to hurry up so I can give him food. So basically, they find out the dad was gay. The dad that was bullying Oliver over being gay is gay. And the story mentions this too. I don't know. It could be true. I don't know. There's like a million reasons that it could be this, but it very well could be what the book said, that maybe the dad was jealous that Oliver was able to be open about his sexuality and the dad wasn't, because he already planted these roots of being with a wife, you know, the traditional American family, being with a wife, having kids, being wealthy, affluent, and everything's just perfect, right? No. No. But what's even worse is that he was still hooking up with that guy up until literally like the week that he died, honestly. So yeah, this whole time, this man that was straight to everyone, none of his kids ever had the inkling that he was ever gay. No one would have ever thought. Not to get messy, but if only you knew how real that was in the real world out there, you guys. You have no idea. No one's safe. No one's safe. All these men that are straight, that have wives and kids. You would never in a million years think that it would ever hook up with a guy. You'd be so wrong. You'd be so wrong if you could just go through their memories and see all the men that they've been hooking up with or talking to. Just like in this book. Oh my God. Sorry, that's a dog again. Obviously. But yeah, so that's basically, he's barking now. That's basically the book. She ends up falling. Okay. So Oliver ends up, there's so many good things that I'm not going to tell you the whole book, you guys. Come on now. Her and Sam end up falling in love, and It's so sweet. I just love it so much. Oliver finds out, he crashes out, and it's okay. It's okay. Like, whatever. Like, you can crash out, whatever. I know, honestly, I'd be sad too, but like, Oliver and Sam were not going to hook up. Like, come on. Maybe they could have hooked up once. I don't know. But it wasn't going to last, you know? But he's your sponsor. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Like, it's weird. Okay, stop. I really like Georgia and Sam together, and I really like how Sam stood up to Marianne and like really went off on her. I love how he went off on everyone, kind of, and he also beat the shit out of the guy that SA'd Georgia. So, oh my God, that's like okay, look, listen. In the book, it's a turn on, but in real life, like, don't do that because, well, I mean, don't do it to the point where you can get in trouble because it's just like not worth it. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, yeah, like you should, but like, yeah, you shouldn't because like it's not worth it. But then it's like they deserve it. It's such a hard like line to cross. You know what I mean? But whatever. Do you see how I mean? Like in a book, someone doing that, like someone beating the hell out of someone for doing that, for essaying you when you were young or something like that. Yeah, it's very attractive because it's like you're protecting me, you know? And it shows that you have my back and it shows that you're my partner. But in real life, it's just like, I don't know, like the violence is kind of just like too much, but like I get it, dude. Oh my God, I need to stop. Okay. And then they go back to London and it's so cute. He moves in with her. He moves in with her. I love it. I don't know what else to say about the book. The mom isn't the best, which is understandable. Always siding with Marianne, and it's just like, give me a break. Give me a break. Like, side with Georgia for once, Jesus Christ. What else do I say, you guys? I don't know what else to say. I loved it so much. And then Tennyson got close to Georgia, and him and Savannah, which is Tennyson's wife, I think, or girlfriend, wife, end up visiting Georgia and Sam in London, and it's really cute. And they get to meet Alexis, and Alexis is pretty chill. The dad had been having this affair since he was in college, I think. Like first year of college or something like that. Like they met in college. How crazy, right, you guys? It's crazy. The mom never knew. They didn't tell the mom also. They didn't tell the mom. Marianne doesn't know this, though. She doesn't know it's a guy. Thank God. She'll literally explode like a balloon. Because she is like literally the worst. No wonder Georgia hates her. And I love all the tea clocking that Georgia was doing to her sister. Like, it was so well-deserved and well delivered. She read her to filth, and honestly, she had to be read even more than that. But because she's just so incorrigible, which is Jessa's favorite word in this book, to define Marianne. So that's that. And all the siblings are named after like famous poets. Sam mentioned that. How funny, right? He's cute. I like him. Not BJ like him, but you know what? Here's the thing. Before you come for me, I already know what you're going to say. Here's the thing. Yes, BJ is toxic. I'm talking about Magnolia Parks Universe. Yes, BJ Ballantyne is toxic, but like, I don't know. I don't see BJ as a threat. Like, I just don't. I don't see him as annoying. I don't see him as a douchebag. Some people do. There's a trending viral series that I don't want to shame them, but the main character, the male, he is so like derogatory and like diminishing and belittling of like the female character. I don't like that. Like, that is not BJ. BJ is not like that. And so the reason I like Sam here in this book is because he's very sweet and he's not perfect, I wouldn't say, but I really like him. The scene in the shower. Oh my God, you guys, this scene. Wait, can I tell you? Okay. And then I'll stop. I just see this really as being like a funny rom-com movie, even though it's like a funeral. The whole story really revolves around the funeral, but it's like kind of like a rom-com. Okay, stop. So this is so funny. Oh my God, I love the book so much. Stop. Her and Sam like kind of hook up in the shower a little bit, and Oliver, they like hear Oliver coming down the hall, and they're like, oh shit. They can't think of like an excuse, right? So what they do is, actually this was the first shower scene. There's another shower scene I'll tell you right now too. It was just cute. So this first shower scene, she's so smart. She's like, I don't know what to do. I can't think of anything to do. So what they do is, I keep saying Shannon because I just did my Binding 13 review and I'm so tired. Georgia literally grabs the toothbrush and like shoves it in, she grabs a toothbrush and shoves it in Sam's mouth. And so when Oliver gets here into the shower, it doesn't look weird at all. And what's so cute though, that you guys, that Jessa did with this whole book, is Oliver like doesn't think anything of it. Like, he's pretty oblivious, right? In the fast forward, he ends up saying that like, oh, he had a feeling, or I fucking knew it. Like, he said it like that when he finds out that they're hooking up. But he didn't think anything of it when they were just like brushing their teeth together. She was like she was basically naked, I think, and she just had like a towel wrapped around her. So like they're like brushing their teeth, and Oliver didn't think anything of it. But then Tennyson, which is Georgia's older brother, after Oliver left already the scene, okay, you guys, he tells Sam, which I didn't even catch either, obviously, because I'm not fucking there. But he tells Sam, he's like, you might want to put some toothpaste on that. And that just made me laugh. Like, little things like that make the book so perfect, you know? Like, little tiny things like that make the story just 100%. And so, wasn't that funny? Because Sam obviously like just shoved the toothbrush in his mouth with no toothpaste. And then there was another shower scene, which was funny too. Once again, Oliver just loves to barge in. Like, literally, Georgia was in the middle of showering, like lathering herself. And Sam comes in and they're so cute. Oh my God, they're like so cute. And they just like start talking, and they like kind of start making out, and they start like, obviously. And so he gets in the shower with her. I think, no, he doesn't get in the shower with her, I don't think. He's like fully clothed still, I believe. And then they hear Oliver coming down the hall again. This is a whole other day, obviously. And they hear Oliver coming down the hall, and she can't think of like what to do. Like, there's no excuse this time. Like, she's actively showering, and he's probably looking for Sam, and he's probably looking for Georgia, because obviously he's that nosy brother. And so like, what's the excuse, right? So apparently like the shower is designed some way where like she can hide him somehow in the shower, but Oliver can still see her, but like she can hide Sam in the shower at the same time. Does that make sense? I can like visually see it where like, so what she does is she pulls him in fully clothed. I think he had taken his shirt off. Oh yeah, he did take his shirt off. He had his shirt taken off. And so the shirt was on the floor. And then Tennyson notices it, of course. And then, so like she drags Sam into the shower, and he's like literally like crouching like in front of her, and she's like fully naked, and he's like totally in love with her. And like Oliver comes in, and she's like, what the hell do you want? Like, she's like cussing him out because like, how dare he barge in? But like, she doesn't really care, but like she does care because like he's gay, but like that also doesn't mean that he can just barge in whenever he wants into the shower, you know what I mean? And so he's like, where's Sam? And she's like, I think he went out for a run or for a walk. And he's like, oh, cool, okay. And so he leaves, and then I think Tennyson comes in or something, and like later, I think he comes in like later and then realizes that that Sam's shirt is on the floor, and like that's like really weird, and I think he catches it. I think that happened with Tennyson. I don't remember, but I think, or someone else caught it. I don't know. But then Tennyson does question Sam afterwards. Oh well, yeah, and then in the hooking up in the shower, I think. Super cute. Fast forward, still like the same day. Sam obviously appears in the living room again, and I think Tennyson asks Sam, like, what's the weather like outside? Because since he apparently went for a run, remember? And Sam was like, I forgot what Sam said, but Tennyson was like, must have been pouring rain outside, but it's not anymore because his hair was super wet because he didn't like dry his hair or something from the being in the shower with Georgia. You guys, it was so cute. It was so cute. I loved it. Okay. I don't know what else to say other than you have to read this book because it's literally the best. You will not regret it unless you have like weird taste, whatever. But read it, go buy it. I love it so much. And that's my review of The Conditions of Will. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to be so mad if I have more stuff to say after I finish filming this review. And oh my God, why is it 41 minutes? That just shows you how passionate I was about this story. Oh, I loved it. You guys, oh my God, please, like, tell a film company to like make this a movie. Please, 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 please make this a movie. 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 I want to see it as a movie. Okay, so that's my review. Okay. I don't know what else to say. Okay, bye.